All right, good afternoon, my crafty friends. How are you today? All right, so I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope that your Christmas shopping is done, and I hope you've got it wrapped and under the tree, and I hope you started your baking, and I blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I hope that you're just about ready for Christmas for those of you that celebrate. I want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas. I'm going to do this now before I forget at the end. So happy holidays to everyone, and I wish you all the best for 2024. And before I forget, I'm taking next Wednesday off. So yeah, I think might be a little tired. So after all the Christmas festivities and stuff, and I know everybody's busy. So yeah, anyway, so I'm going to take next Wednesday off, and I will be back on January, whatever the first Wednesday is of the year. I think it's the 3rd, but I'm not positive. So, okay, so I'm going to wait and see if I can get this on my iPad. So just bear with me a second, and we will see if it will come up. Hopefully it will. And yep, everything's going good, I think. Oh, I forgot to turn the volume down. Okay. All right. So my name is Judy Menlove, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. Okay. So now I don't really have anything much for you guys today. Just a reminder that the mini catalog goes live on, I wrote it down, January 4th. But you guys can't wait to get your hands on this, eh? Yes. And along with that, we have our celebration, which also starts January 4th. And so celebration is, I still can't show you the inside, sorry. So celebration is, there's some products in here that you can earn for free with an order of $60. So every $60 order you place, you can get a free product, okay? So we'll talk more about that. Actually, you know what? If it is the 3rd, I still won't be able to show you the inside of the catalog. Penny says, wishes you Merry Christmas and Happy 24 and says hi. Oh, Penny, thank you so much. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you too. Okay, so do I have anything else? No, I really think that's it. So today I'm going to be playing with a new stamp set and dies from the new catalog. And anyways, I hope you like it. So I'm going to turn the camera down. Oh, God. I think I'm kind of, you know, Christmas is a very hectic time, as we all know. And I don't know, I've got all my presents wrapped except for one because it's not coming until Friday. And so I've got them all wrapped except that one, but I'm still making crafty stuff for Christmas Day. So I don't know, I'm just kind of frazzled with all that stuff. So I had to clear my desk of all that stuff so I could do my Facebook Live today. So yeah, everything's a mess, and hopefully I will have time in between Christmas and New Year's to clean up a little bit and get myself organized again. So, all right, so I'm going to move the camera down, and I'm going to move everything. So just bear with me a minute. Move that down here. And move that there. Oh, I have to change the thing. Where is that button? Where is that button? There it is. Okay. That's a little better. Yeah. I don't want too crooked. Okay. That looks pretty good. All right. So this is the Everyday Details. So it comes with this beautiful vase, which is the one we're going to use today, of flowers. It comes with a little teacup with flowers and this little nest with some eggs and this little decoration. 3 sentiments: you make every day a little brighter. Overjoyed for you in this new journey and wishing you so much joy on this special day. Okay. And then these are the dies. So this is the main reason I got this bundle. I would have just got the dies, but I know me. 2 weeks down the road from that, I would have wanted the stamp set. So now I just buy the bundle all the time, and then I don't have to worry about it. So to make this a little bit easier for you guys to see, I just want to see if the whole piece of paper is going to show up. Yeah. So I cut out all the dies. So this one here, okay, this one here and this one here just cuts holes just like that. So it just makes a pattern. So it doesn't actually cut anything out. All right. So these ones and these ones cut out the circles and the squares. So as you can see, they all have these big dots that come out, except this little one here and this little one here. So the smallest rectangle and the smallest circle have the little tiny dots. Okay. And these ones here, when you cut this one actually I've just kind of cut to 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. So I just use that as a sheet. And then when I cut it out, it gave me this piece here. Okay, so, I was trying to grab this one here. So this one is actually this one. So there isn't one for this size. In order to get this size, you have to use the big one. And as you can see, it's got holes on the outside and the inside, which is kind of cool. Let me put these back. And it's the same with the circles. So when you cut this, and this one, I've just made it a 3 1/4 inch square. And I used, it's the middle one, or kind of the middle one on this. And it's got the holes on the inside and the outside. And again, it will cut this one out. Okay. So I just put that all on a piece of paper so you can see. You get 11 dies, but you actually end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, because you have 2 of these. So that would be like 13, because this one and this one cut extra ones out. I hope that's clear as mud. Well, hello, Jane. Thanks for joining me today. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, I'm also going to be using the Poetic Expressions papers. I'm just going to quickly go through this. So for those of you that already have a catalog, the Poetic Expressions Designer Series paper you can find on page 61. And the Everyday Details that I'm using you can find on page 28. Okay, so this is the Poetic Expressions. It doesn't actually go with this, but today we're going to be using this. So I thought I would just briefly and quickly show you the paper. So it's quite pretty. It can be used. I love this one. This is just so soft and elegant. I don't know. I just really like this one. It's not the one we're using today, but cool. And then you've got some pinks and some blues. This is the one we're going to use today. All right, so that is the Poetic Expressions Designer Series paper. All right, so today I've got a piece of Mossy Meadow. Forgot what the color was for a minute. And again, it's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I'm just going to pull my mat in here. And I'm going to give this a nice crease. Okay, and I'm just going to move that stuff out of the way here for a minute. And then I've just got a piece of white that measures, let me see, what does this measure? 4 by 5 1/8. 5 1/4. Doesn't really matter. It's just, I just want a little bit smaller than this. And this measure is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I want this to cover the whole card like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this die that will cut out. And I'm going to, I guess I don't need this for a minute. I'm going to try and line this up here on this. And I will show you what it does. So I can't do anything straight because that's just not me. But that doesn't actually look too bad. So I don't know, it kind of looks crooked anyways because of the pattern. So anyways, we're just going to do that. And do we want to move that down a little bit? I don't know. What do you guys think? Does it look straight enough? Good enough for me. You know, again, it's handmade. It's not going to be perfect. It's not coming off a machine. Okay. All right. So I'm going to rip this off because I'm going to bring my machine in so you can see what happens. Yeah, if I do it like that, it should be okay. All right, so we're going to put this on here like this, and that like that. Excuse the glare. Let's move that over a little bit, and we'll feed this through. Oop, clunk, clunk. You don't get that clunk if you feed it through on an angle, but I didn't feed it through on an angle. Let me just get this out of the way now. And we'll pull that off, and we'll pull that off. And where's my piece of paper? I'll bring this back. Wrong way. Let's try this. Oh, no, I'm disorganized. What else is new? Okay. And so that's what you get. See? So you get all those little, I'm trying to find something you can see it. Yeah, so that's what it'll look like with all those little the dots show through, which I think is quite pretty. Okay. The only downside to that, and there is a downside, unfortunately, is that you can't really see it that well. All the little pieces stay behind. So you have to kind of scrape them off a little bit. But that's the price you pay for making pretty things, right? All right, so, okay, so I'm going to take the stamp. I told you we were going to do the flowers today. So I'm going to ink that up in Memento Black. Cover that before I get it all over me. And I'm just going to put it in the middle. If I'm out a little bit, I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to glue it to that frame, and I can always move it around. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. All right, so then I'm going to take some blends. What do I have here? Let me bring them in and show you. So I have light and dark bubble bath, and light and dark pecan pie, and light and dark granny apple green, and the color lifter. Okay, so quickly I'm going to try and color these, but it won't be that quick. Okay, so I'm going to color the inside of this with the dark. You can't see much of it anyways, and I'm going to color this in the dark. And I'm just going to kind of color this in the dark as well. It's already kind of shaded there, so. Okay. And then I think I'll just put a bit of dark down here because it's going to be a little bit shaded over there. Again, like I said, I don't know how to color, so I just I just kind of wing it. And then we're just going to do the light pecan pie. And again, this isn't going to be perfect because I'm just hurrying so you guys don't have to watch me color all this. I want to make sure it's really covered though. There we go. And maybe just a little bit more here because it's kind of blend that out a little bit. There, that doesn't look quite so dark. And I'm just going to take the color lifter here, and I just want it to be a little bit brighter here so it looks like it's getting the sun. It might be a little bit too bright. But I can always add more brown. A little more brown. I want to make sure this is the light. Yep. I don't know, just to kind of give it a little bit of a so that it looks like the sun's kind of peeking in on it. All right, so this is the dark Granny Apple Green, and I'm just going to follow along the lines here. That's all I'm doing, and then I'm just going to color it with the light. The lines are very small. I probably should be using the other end because it's a little bit pointier, for lack of a better word, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't seem to make much difference here. So I'm just going to kind of wing it, and you know, as long as there's a bit of dark and a bit of light, who cares, right? And I'm going to do a little bit of green down here in the pot. And maybe just do a bit of green on this this one here. Okay, and then we'll just, oh, there's hardly any difference. Look at this. Wow, no wonder I can't tell the difference. Okay, this is the light. And then we'll just finish coloring that in. Again, easy peasy, not going to worry about it. If there's some light and dark, fine. If there isn't, that's fine too. Now we'll just color the leaves. And another little baby one down there. And this one. And this one. And I think that's it. Oh, and this one. All right. And then we'll do the dark bubble bath. I'm just going to do that here. There actually isn't much difference between the dark bubble bath and the light when you're putting it on top of black anyways. So let's do that, and then we'll bring the light in. It is Folly, look shiny. What is that, Gina? I'm sorry, what does that mean? It is Folly, look shiny. It is Folly? You mean like winter? What? Like fall? Really like the dyes, even with lots of little dots. Lots of dots. All right. And then we're just going to color this in the bubble bath. Jean, you can tell me what you mean about folly, because I'm not sure what that means. And I will look in a second if you comment. Yeah, I didn't put any dark on these. That's okay. All right. That looks pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect. The DSP looks like it has foil. Oh. So obviously you wrote that a while ago. No, it doesn't, Jean. It might look like it, but it doesn't. Let me just see if I can just get that out a little bit. All right. So now, let's see. I want this kind of centered. That looks pretty good. So I'm just going to put my glue on this white piece, because I don't want to put it on here because I know I'll put the glue in the wrong spot. And that's why I've used a big piece here. Come on, glue. There we go. Now put that down there. And that looks pretty good. Da, da, da. I'm not going to worry about putting all the little glue along here in between all these dots either. All right, and then we're going to glue that on here. And I'm going to put just a little bit along the DSP here. so that that will also adhere. That's good enough. Okay, now you got to try and get this to fit on the card nicely, because it's taking up the whole card, which is why I wanted to use the glue so I can move it a little bit. Looks pretty good. What do you think? Okay, so then I've taken the little one, the little die here. I've already pre-cut this. So I use this one. And I need a happy birthday for, I'm doing birthdays. I'm doing one birthday Christmas Day, and I'm doing 2 birthdays on Friday. I'm cooking dinner. Aren't I the lucky one, eh? I figure I don't have to do Christmas dinner, but I have to do birthday dinner, so, but that's okay. Anyways, so that's what I'm doing, and I need a birthday card, and I thought this would be perfect. Okay, so I'm using, I'm going to use a happy birthday from the Go-To Greetings. Okay, and this little circle is not big enough, so I'm going to take some of my Post-it sticky stuff, and I'm going to cover the happy first. Doesn't matter whether I do the happy first or the happy second. I'm just going to do the happy first. And I'm going to use Pecan Pie, and I'm going to ink that up. And then I have to remember to get rid of this piece. And I'm going to stamp the birthday down here, like so. And then we'll just give it a quick wipe. I just have a cloth here I'm just using. And then I need to cover the birthday so I can do the happy. So we'll cover the birthday up. And we'll ink up the happy. And we'll get rid of this. And then we'll stamp the happy. There we go. Happy birthday to you. All right, we'll close this up. Oh, I forgot to mention that I'm actually casing the card that is probably on page 28 in the catalog. So this is not my idea. I'm actually casing it. I've changed it up a little bit, but for the most part, I'm casing the whole thing. So just so you know, because I'm not that creative. And I'm using some Baker's Twine from the 2022-2024 end color, which means this green is probably Parakeet Party, but it's close enough for what I want. So I'm just going to cut a little piece like that, and we're going to make a little bow, hopefully. I guess I didn't need a piece this long. A bow. It's getting dark in here. I guess it's getting late. So was it tomorrow is the longest day, and then we start to get the days start to get a little, not the longest day, the shortest day, and then the days start to get a little bit longer. I'm excited about that, let me tell you, because I just don't like this getting dark so early. All right, so I need a little, whatever these are called. Don't you love it when your memory just goes? Oh, heavens. I can't think of what it's called. I just, my mind's just gone totally blank. Glue dot, that's it. I'm using a little glue dot. Yeah, I didn't have a clue what that was called. All right. Oh, well, before I do that, I need to pop him up a little bit. So I've got some pieces here that I've cut out. Put some dimensionals on him. And we'll peel those off. And I'm just going to put it here like that. Now we can put this on. Might make it a little bit smaller even. No, can't do that because I already put the glue dot on. Okay, no problem. We'll just put that on there. And then we'll trim this. And we'll trim that one. Glue dot, yes, thanks, Jean. Yeah, I didn't have a clue. All right, and then I've found some of these Adhesive Backed Sparkle Gems. So I'm going to use these in the copper color because I thought they went nice with the pot. So, yes, I need this. My Take a Pick tool. So, let me see. I think I'm just going to put one up here. And maybe I'll put two there. And then I'll put one more down there. Da-da! I think that's it. Looks like that's it. All right. And there is the card for today. Get that out of the way there. So I hope you like my card. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again so much for joining me today. And again, I wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and all the best in 2024. And I will see you back here in the new year, which I think is January 3rd, whatever the Wednesday is. Not sure if it's I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd. Okay. Well, hello, Lori. Thank you for joining me. Merry Christmas to you too. Just have a quick look at the comments. Jean likes the card. Thank you so much. All right. Thanks very much for joining me. And again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you soon. Remember, I'm taking next week off. So we'll see you in the new year. All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.